And a good way to start it, Chris Stapleton, the national anthem of the Tom Lewis Sports Show, show number 2266, 2,266 show. And we are here live at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabeth on this Monday with Chick-fil-A and Elizabeth this Wednesday. We're going to move things around just a bit this week. Tomorrow we'll be at Phil's Dream Pit, taking orders for those hickory smoked Easter hams out of this world good. Picking them up Saturday, so I think your cutoff date is tomorrow to order the hams from Phil's Dream Pit. So we'll be there tomorrow at Phil's, and Wednesday we'll be at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and Thursday we'll be at Lingerfield Drug Center, and Friday I think we're going to do a show. I'm not sure it's Good Friday and everybody's gone, and it's going to be hard to find folks, so we may just take a day off as well. It's Good Friday. Very important day for us Christians, for the whole world as a matter of fact. But anyway, we're here today at the Eagle Center talking antiques, the number one antique store in the entire Tri-Cities, voted on by WJHL-TV, the Eagle Center. That would be Tammy's spot. So there's three in a row to come shop here. We have the Eagle Center, we have Vintage on Elk, and then you have Duck Crossing, which will be down there in a couple of weeks broadcasting live. So today, it's the Eagle Center. Going to be joined by Joseph Taylor talking about Nico Onwualu, and he's gone. Two statements for that young man: overrated and underachieved. And I applaud Josh Heupel, if he never wins another game, for him to take a stand and say, nope, no, we're not going to get into the sweepstake. We're not going to be held over a barrel for Nico or anybody else. And I really appreciate that. And so that's what needs to happen for everybody else. The rest of the coaches would stand up and say, we're not doing this. Nobody's going to hold us hostage. Nico or anybody else will go away, I promise you. And so we salute Josh Heupel for what he did. We'll talk about that with Joseph Taylor coming in. He'll talk baseball, UT, and softball, UT. We've got a busy day today in high school sports. NASCAR, finishing up what looked to be a ho-hum race. And there's a ho-hum race for a reason in Knoxville. Bristol. We'll talk about that as the show unfolds. It's going to be our first segment. Tammy's going to join us coming up. We've got show and tell coming up here in just a second. But NASCAR, Kyle Larson dominates the race. Everybody said, you get on Facebook and all these. It's amazing to me. Don't get me started, but you got me started. It's amazing to me. Everybody's got a complaint. Everybody's got a beef. Now, the old school says we want the old track back. Beating and banging. So you got a crowd says, well, all I'll do is go to Bristol, it's an Ultra Wreck Fest. I don't want to see all these laps under caution because there's a wreck, there's a cleanup wreck. You have another faction says, there's never any wrecks. It was a boring race yesterday. They're never happy. Take the track grip off the track. Redo the banking. How do you redo the banking? What else? Go back to dirt. I read all the stuff on social media and I went, boop, I'm out. I can't. Because everybody's got a complaint. So here's the bottom line as far as Kyle Larson's a boring race. He led 411 laps out of 500. How about the guy's a really, really good driver? That should be first and foremost. He can drive anything you put him in behind. He almost and quite frankly should have won the truck race Friday night. There's a little bit of caution there at the end, and it was not a lot of the folks complaining about that. So he won the Saturday race and the Sunday race. So the race was boring yesterday in large part because he's that good. It is what it is. They figured this track out. They're the best in the world. I was up there for 20 years. I can tell you, these guys know what they're doing, and they have mastered this track. So it may be boring because all the technology and the tire pressures and this and that. All the technology goes in now to these races, even at Bristol. They know what they're doing. So now, can they juice it up a little bit? Absolutely. They're going to have to. There was not anybody there Friday night, and I get that. It started late, rained all day long, it was cold. Saturday it was cold. Sunday was sun's up, it's still cold. There's always a breeze at Bristol. Yesterday was really, for a spring race, just about as best you're going to get. 65 degrees, a light breeze, plenty of sunshine. Wasn't a whole lot of people there. So, for whatever reason. But to get on there and complain about the track and the gin car, everybody's got a beef. So the bottom line is, for me, being around these guys, and I've watched the metamorphosis, if you will, of this sport at Bristol, these guys know what they're doing. They're good, and Kyle Larson is really good. This guy, he and Denny Hamlin dominated the last 8 to 10 races of the track. So everybody says the ho-hum race is boring. I guess it was to a point if you're looking for crashes, but then you got a faction that want crashes, you want clean racing. So nobody's ever happy. So Bristol, I think, still, even on its worst day, this is Tom talking, even on its worst day, Bristol's still the best track anywhere on the circuit, in my humble opinion. So We'll talk more about it, obviously, but right now let's get in here and get rolling. Let's take a break, come right back. We'll take a look at NASCAR. Tammy's here, the owner of said establishment. We'll get her on and let her do a little show and tell. It's the obvious. It's Easter week. Yesterday was Palm Sunday. The Lord Jesus went up on the cross this Friday, on Good Friday. It wasn't good for him. He went to hell for us, but it's good for us because he died, the death, burial, resurrection. So it's Easter week. And so she's got some Easter-themed goodies. She's got some vases, as she says. She does it high-tech. She brought a hatchet. She brought it, and you didn't see it off camera. She reared back. Wow. It's going to be an interesting segment, so that's okay. She's going to tell us what's new at the Eagle Center here in downtown Elizabethton. We've got, let's see what else going on. High school sports busy day today. The obvious in golf, Rory McIlroy gets the green jacket to complete the Grand Slam. He did it in dramatic fashion, defeating Justin Rose for the win at Augusta for the Masters yesterday. Baseball, the Braves continue to stumble along, but good news, Strider's going to start Wednesday in Toronto. We've got all that to tell you about. But again, let's roll in here. We've already done the national anthem, so let's get her lined up and ready to go. And she will join us coming up next right after this from one of our great sponsors, the Double C Western Supply, the Cowboy Store and more here in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
And again, with Double C Western Supply, a lot of Western stores out there. What do you feel like separates Double C from all the other competition?
I feel like there's a lot of things that separate us. Our customer service, I feel like we help our customers very well. I feel like we're very friendly, and at least we try to be. We strive to be a friendly, family-based business. I also feel like our prices are very good. I feel like we try to keep our prices and our merchandise to a point that the whole family can shop here. And I mean, some things do have to be a little more expensive just because of the nature, but I feel like we try to keep our prices down low enough. And just we're always just striving to get the next newest merchandise, the best merchandise that we can for them, and just we just try our best to do the best we can all the time. So I feel like, mainly that our customer service and our prices kind of differentiate us.
There you go.
Yeah.
Double C Western Supply on Railroad Street in Elizabethton. Again, social media, they're there, and also the website, doublecwestern.com. So, proud sponsor of the show, Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Miss Diana and the great folks at Double C Western Supply in Elizabethton. Be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy. Amazon doesn't sponsor your ball teams, but Double C Western Supply does.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher. Our butchers offer special orders, custom cuts, and even entire meal recommendations. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at wrapping presents.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
This is Pastor Fallow, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family. We want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior. But beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Oh, me, oh, my. I'm just going to say this one time. Good morning, by the way. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Good.
Happy Monday.
Thank you. I pray for Tim Troutman every day.
I told you right before you went on air to be nice.
Oh, it's been nice.
That's not nice.
It is nice.
That's not nice.
Praying for your husband. So there you go. How you doing? Any good?
Yeah, everything's good.
Yeah, we love it, love it. So we're going to do one here just in a second. We need to tell you about this great place before we, the car show. Let's get the car show. It has been moved because they obviously the bridge. When will they get the bridge fixed?
That's the big question.
Somebody step up and fix the bridge. If they can build roads in North Carolina, come on now. Either show us some progress, show us something, because this city is really kind of handcuffed, kind of stymied, because everybody knows the situation in Elizabeth, and then you look and go, okay, up in Carter County in the southwest or western North Carolina and Johnson County, they're in tough shape up there. There's spruce pine in those places, still trying to rebuild, but we have a bridge down here that's a main artery in our city that needs to be opened. Just show us something, I guess. Didn't Brad say you were down today? There saw some people down working today. Okay,
Yes,
well, there's
that's what
progress.
it is down there, so.
Yeah. Now, can it happen overnight? Well, no. They built a bridge. It didn't build overnight, but they can be shown. Anyway, the bridge is under construction. As a result of that, where we normally have the car show has been moved to Elizabeth High School, right?
That's right.
And it starts when?
I think it starts in May.
In May?
I
Yeah.
think.
So, at some point, for those of you who love to come back downtown, it will be back downtown when the bridge gets open. Because right now, this artery right here is the only one you can get in and out of the city with to cross over to western North Carolina. So, you know all that. But anyway, the bridge will be open back up, and we'll have it ready to go, and then we'll have a big celebration when it does. In the meantime, we're still open for business. Let's hit this little button right here. We're talking to our buddy Tammy Troutman, one of the great sponsors of the Tom Little Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Folks, never been here. What's going on at the Eagle Center? Tell me about it.
Well, we have so many good things going on. I have wonderful vendors who keep their booths stocked fresh and organized and neat and with new things all the time, great prices, a great selection. We have 2 floors and almost 50 vendors, and you won't see the same thing twice.
A waiting list to get here, downtown Elizabeth in the Eagle Center. Again, it is open, what's your hours?
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday,
Mm-hmm. Closed on Sunday.
closed on
Pretty
Sunday.
obvious. So, anything you want, again, what's your little catchphrase you always say?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
Mm-hmm. So, what's the neatest thing about the Eagle Center? You own the place. What do you think is the neatest thing?
There's so many neat things. You know, so many people have this idea of what an antique store is. We have a little bit of new, a little bit of old, and a lot of in between. It's clean. It's not musty and smelly. It's well lit. It's fun. I mean, there are so many things here to add character and conversation to your homes, gift ideas. We could go on and on. It's a really great store.
How do we find you on social media?
You find us on Facebook, the Eagle Center Co-op, and then on Instagram, it's Eagle Center Antiques.
And the magic phone number is?
The number is 542-6674.
There you go. One of our great sponsors in downtown Elizabeth and the Eagle Center. Proud sponsor of the Tom Lewis Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. There you go.
There you go.
This made us a commercial. Now we got show and tell. All right, so it is Easter. Easter week. Yesterday was Palm Sunday. So Easter this Friday is Good Friday. It wasn't good for the Lord. He went to hell for us. It's good for us. That's why we call it Good Friday, because He gave us hope to a lost and dying world, the death, burial, and resurrection. It ain't about the Easter bunny. It's about the death, burial, and resurrection of the Lord. So this is Easter week. It's a big deal to us.
Yeah, was thinking this morning about, Monday morning, everyone always dreads Mondays and the blahs and just another work week. But his Monday, he was anxious and worried. I mean, he even asked the Father to take it from him. And so I imagine it was a long, worrisome week for him.
Well put.
So we can do Mondays.
And he knew what was coming.
He did.
And he willingly said, because the book says, he had angels said, we'll come get you. He said, nope, I'm going to go through with this. I'm paraphrasing.
Have
But
to fulfill the prophecy.
got to fulfill the prophecy. Yep. And so I love him this much. He says, after all we did to him, he says, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. There you go. So it's Easter week. It's a big week. It is for me, it is for you. But we got show and tell. Every time she brings these up here, I buy the darn things. And she knew that. This is a bait show for her. She says,
It's not. It's really not.
she says, what can I bring up there that he'll buy? Start with this one, 'cause this is really neat.
Okay.
My grandma had one of these.
Isn't it adorable?
What do you call that, by the
It's
way?
a milk glass, hobnail,
Yeah.
milk glass.
Hobnail?
Hobnail.
Hobnail.
Yeah.
Love it. So,
Just a cute little lamp that you could sit anywhere.
price point is?
$21, I think.
Yeah, let's put it all about that. I love these things. Every time I see these, I remind me of my mama. So, you look this up at the bulb down in there?
Yep.
Okay, sold.
Plug it in.
So-
It's cute.
Plug it in, it's sold, is how she says. It's not only cute, it's sold. But that's okay. I shop down here a lot. CDs, DVDs, Elvis. What else we got in here? Bought a table down here. Bought the table
You
sitting
bought
right
a
here.
hutch.
Bought a hutch down here.
You bought a set of a pitcher and a glassware set.
Bought a hutch, corner hutch. Wonderful, love the hutch. So I speak from experience. It's a great place to shop.
We
So,
appreciate it too.
yes.
So I brought a lot of vases and pitchers that we could use for our Easter dining room table. Put flowers in.
Over right there.
Okay.
What's the price on this one, please?
This one is $8.
Now, here's the thing about the Eagle Center. It ain't going to break the bank coming down here, by the way. So it's like $8 for that, folks. This is made out of porcelain.
Porcelain, yeah.
Porcelain. So there you go. $8 for that. Okay. What else?
This one's a little bit more expensive because it's a collectible. That's a Fenton, black Fenton, and it's a little bit harder to find. It was $75. It's marked down to $55. It's signed. If you look on the bottom, the artist has signed it.
Oh, how cool.
This beautiful black Fenton glass.
Shows only drop and break it. Tom, you just bought this
You
too.
might buy that one. Put the lamp back. You just bought the Fenton vase.
No, mine both. Tim's watching us giggling. Her husband was like, go get him, Tammy. So it is cool. It's autographed or signed for $55. Fenton black vase. Awesome. Okay. Now, obviously, with 50 vendors and 2 floors, you can't bring everything up here. So she's going to come back to another segment.
There's a cobalt vase.
Cool.
Cobalt blue. That'd be gorgeous with flowers in it for the center of your table.
Now, you're artsy craftsy, so what color flowers would you put in that? To
You
accent
could
the
put
look?
any color, but I would use yellows, pinks. I mean, you could do anything.
White.
White.
To offset the blue.
Yeah.
How much?
That's $30.
$30 for that. Okay.
Great detail.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh,
Let's see. Here is a
we're commercing.
Cash Family pottery.
And that people know that. Cash Family. Cash Family handcrafted pictures. Blue floral for $25. Look at that. How cute. Hello, Derek Nave. How you doing? We're here live again at the Eagle Center. Coming up, we're going to talk some Tennessee football. Nico, I'm leaving. Yeah. So
We add him to the Lane Kiffin list.
I applaud Josh Heupel. I think he's
Oh,
awesome.
I think that's wonderful
Yeah,
what he said.
he said
Yes.
nobody's bigger than the program. He's
That's
right.
exactly right. Yeah.
These pampered, spoiled athletes, they got to figure it out that they're not bigger than the program. But we made them that way. But Heupel said, no, we're not getting into all that.
That's right.
See ya. So, and you know what? If they don't win another game, Josh, but they will. I have Josh Heupel has my respect. This is a
This is a plant.
little boot.
It's a spring rain boot, and it has a plant in it. From booth number 40, she has great plants. So if you don't want fake flowers, we've got live plants as well.
This is live. $30? Nope. $25? Nope. $20? Nope. $15? Nope. $14 at the Eagle Center. Look at that. Little boot with a
It's
live
adorable. It's a really bright yellow. It's really pretty.
little pick me up. Kelly Kitchen joins us coming up here from Elizabeth Parks and Rec. Lots going on in the park and rec going into the spring and summer. We'll talk about that. And baseball, the Braves. Good news, the Braves. They got their big guys going to start Wednesday night. We'll tell you all about that. He'll be in Toronto.
So we have some quilted bunnies.
Mm-hmm.
Got the farmhouse style. And then we have
This goes for $5. Okay, nice.
the sitters. Those are $7.
Little bunny rabbit quilted for $7. All right.
One of our little ladies crochets chicks and peeps and ducks and rabbits, and she's supposed to be bringing some little pigs, and she's very talented.
So this is for $5, by the way. It's worth more. That'd be $5 an hour. I know she put more an hour into this. That's a
She
labor
can
of
whip
love.
them out. She's
Wow.
really fast at it.
Look at that. $5 that little chicken. How much is the bunny rabbit?
This one's $7.
$7 for this one, the quilted bunny, and the other one was what?
$5.
Yeah. So just gives you an idea, folks. And again, this is the tip of the iceberg. What's here, obviously.
We have-
Candles. She sells a lot of candles here.
We have a new line of candles, soy candles. That one's amazing.
That's
Mm-hmm.
Clothesline fresh. Smells like a clothes.
Smells good, doesn't it?
Yeah, how much is that?
I think they are $16.99 for the candles, and she's got probably 8 or 10 different scents, and they're soy, so they're good for the environment. They last a little longer, and they just smell really good.
Clothesline.
Yeah.
Most people out here don't know. Kids today wouldn't know what
They
clothesline
don't know what
is.
a clothesline is, do they?
There you go. I love that. Let me buy that too. So, well,
So we have vintage linens, lots of tablecloths, lots of table spreads, all
Mhm.
kinds of things to dress up your table.
excuse me. There you go. We got one dude over there does ball cards, right?
Oh, yes.
We got a lot of sports stuff in here too. Obviously, tuning going.
And Nico cards are half price.
Yeah, they're going fast.
You better run in and get one.
That'd be
It'll
good
be a
for-
collectible.
We call those campfire cards.
That's right.
We can start a fire with them, burn them. Are you kidding me? To hold up the program. The kid's making $2.8 million. That's not enough.
And he wants more.
He's overrated and he's underachieving. Sorry, I said it all year long. All the UT fans, oh, he's going to be great. I said, he ain't showed me anything yet. So anyway, I said it all during the season. I can say it again. He's overrated and underachieved football program for UT. When you just hand off to Dylan Sampson, hand off, what do you have? 19 touchdown passes, 5 interceptions.
Yeah.
10 out of 13 games. As I said this on Friday show, the bar is about 250 yards a game per quarterback. He only hit that 3 times out of 13. So, well, he didn't get a chance to throw the ball. Well, he was, okay. Anyway, he's gone. So, there's probably a reason why he didn't throw the ball a lot. He wasn't ready.
Nico who?
That's it. Nico Taylor.
That's our, yeah, that's
Nico
our,
Troutman.
that's our next T-shirt. Nico who?
That's it. Nico and Lehman. All right, what is this, dear?
This is J-Dot. Now this one is a reproduction. We do have some authentic J-Dot, but we have a lot of the reproductions that are just really, they're just, I want to say cute, but I say the word cute all the time, so I was trying to think of another adjective. But
Dainty.
they're pretty. They're really pretty. The
Yeah.
green is just a pretty color. Add some color to your kitchen or dining room, and we have all kinds of them. We have the butter dishes and the salt and pepper shakes, the grease jars, the sugar jars. We have the deviled egg hens. We have rabbits. All of it in J-Dot.
Did you say the grease stars?
A grease jar.
Oh, grease jar. That's
Yeah,
a
do you
grease
remember when
star.
your granny kept grease on the jar on the
That's
stove?
what I she's a
Yeah.
star. Yeah.
Grease jar.
Jar.
Yeah. Okay. And you want to do this?
Oh, I'm kind of a little nervous the way she brought over all ago. So here is a Keystone hatchet. It was a boost of on hand tools,
We
right?
have a great selection of axes and hatchets.
Yep. This
People
goes-
come in all the time to buy them, either for for show, to put up on the wall in their man cave or their garage, or to use them. A lot of
Use 'em.
people use them. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're good quality.
It is. That's heavy too. That's a heavy. Yeah, $34 for that right there, folks. All right. We're here again at the Eagle Center. Coming up, Kelly's going to join us. We'll take a look at NASCAR. We got Major League Baseball coming up. Show me the peep with that little.
This is called a primitive. A lot of people like that kind of rustic, older look. That's a primitive peep.
$6 for that right there, folks. Little wire legs. Too cute. And give you the last one. We have
Another milk glass.
another milk glass.
That's a pitcher. We have lots of those in the store. Vases, pitchers, And they just match any decor. You can add any color to them for any season.
Love it. All this right here at the Eagle Center, 2 floors, 50 minutes. You got a waiting list, well lit. It's just putting new lights in downstairs, so it's, what did you say they were? LEDs?
They're LEDs.
LED
It
lights.
looks amazing. It looks good.
It is bright in here. Everything's priced. You don't walk in and go, wonder what this is. So all the booths, the folks have their things priced, which is easy. So you know exactly when to walk up front and go. Or if you're downstairs, go, how much is this? I don't know. Let's go upstairs and ask. Everything's priced,
Right.
which I think is a big selling point. It's clean. It's well lit. It's warm in the winter, and of course it's cool in the summer. Right now it's kind of in between. You don't know what the weather's like, but right now it's very, very nice in here. So, #1 antique store, but home of the viewers of WJHL TV. So,
Yeah, we were recently voted #1 with Johnson City Press,
mm-hmm.
and we've won the #1 slot for Elizabeth and Star.
So there you go. So with good reason, love to sponsor this lady and love to have her as a sponsor. So we have 3 in downtown Elizabeth. Here, next door is
Vintage Elk,
Vintage Elk,
then the Duck
Duck
Crossing.
Crossing.
We actually have one across the street, the picket fence as well.
So you have 4 right here in one block in downtown Elizabeth. So come down here, get you some ice cream and sweetie treats. You ever had their ice cream?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's good stuff.
I was over there, they got a scoop of black cherry and a scoop of pumpkin, so, which is kind of a weird combo. It's really good. So Sweetie Treats, there's Big Dan's Barbecue, one of our sponsors. There's the Coffee Company, one of our sponsors. So it's, you come out and shop, start right here at the Eagle Center and work your way to the other stores, because she's here, 6 days a week you're here?
6 days a week.
Yep, she's retired school teacher, bought the business, and is going great guns because of her customer service.
We appreciate you.
You come back a little while, do it again.
Sure.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll clear the throat, get out the old fisherman's friend from Lingerford Drug Center, and we'll come back and we will jump in, and we're going to talk to Justin Smith. Is our sponsor, and coming up next, Kelly's here from the Elizabeth Parks Direct on the Tom Daly Sports Show.
Justin Smith from Physical Therapy Services, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Daly Sports Show. Things that you do, maybe some things folks don't realize you do at PTS.
So a lot of people think that we hang our hat on sports and providing sports coverage, which we do, and we do a very good job with that. I'm not trying to toot our own horn, but there's a reason that we've been doing this since 1976, and we continue to be the go-to people for this. But some of the things that we treat that people don't realize that we treat is just generalized deconditioning. People that aren't able to get up out of chairs, people that aren't able to work, people that want to be able to go and see their grandkids play sports, but they can't make it from the parking lot into the stadium. So we help people do that. Vertigo. We do a lot of vertigo work and a lot of dizziness work. We're one of the few vertigo from the American Balance Institute, one of the few vertigo clinics within the state of Tennessee. We do a fantastic job with that as well. And the other thing is, because we've been in business for so long, we are very well integrated within the healthcare system of Northeast Tennessee and outside of Northeast Tennessee. So if we can't help you, we can refer you to the right people that can provide you with the appropriate care.
Awesome. A lot of things. Website, how do we find your website? What's there?
PTSTN.net. You'll find our information, contact information. We're currently redoing our website, trying to make it better and updated. Really, the best way to get in touch with us is to call us or stop by, set up for a consultation, and we can point you in the right direction. Whether we're pointing back at us to get you taken care of, or we are pointing you to one of our fellow clinics and fellow physicians.
Phone number is
423-543-0073.
Physical Therapy Services, PTS, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
In a world where cluttered trash and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight cluttered trash and debris, call Container Man.
And back to the Tom Doe Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Coming up, we'll talk a little NASCAR. We'll talk a little UT football. We'll talk some NBA. The playoffs are set now. We got the playing game starting tomorrow night at the NBA. So all that's coming up. We wanted to catch her because she is a busy lady. There's lots going on downtown Elizabeth and Parks and Rec. We told you about the bridge. We know the bridge is still closed. It's a big hindrance in our city. We're working around it. And quite frankly, do the best we can. It started with the Christmas parade. We rerouted it because it's normally right down through here where we are. And this is the only way to get across the bridge to get into western North Carolina. So everything that's down here, including the car show, has been moved to the Elizabeth High School parking lot for the time being. It's a temporary thing. So we are cheering on, I guess it's T-Dot, whoever's working on that bridge, please get the bridge fixed. So I know it's not an overnight thing, but please get it fixed. It's really kind of cramped the city. However, creative folks like this young lassie said, okay, we're going to take a negative, make a positive, so things move on, things go, keep on trucking. Did we have Dr. Seuss downtown not too long ago?
We did back at the beginning of March. We sure did. Still able to do some stuff.
Yeah. So busy. Here we are mid-April, which is hard for me to believe it's mid-April.
Yes.
Some of the other days, Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It's clipping on, so looking ahead, what's coming up for the Parks and Rec? What's going on?
All kinds of stuff. We've had a lot of questions on how much the bridge is going to affect us as we're moving into the summer events. And really, we're happy to say there's still a lot of things that we can do in downtown Elizabethton. Covered Bridge Park really is, the gem of our community. And so we want to be able to keep as much stuff as we can there, even while the Broad Street Bridge remains closed and is being worked on. So we're still going to be able to offer things like our Covered Bridge Jams. Those are going to kick off in June. And that's every Saturday night. Every Saturday night there's a free concert. We don't believe that there's anything that poses any risk with being able to do it there. It shouldn't affect it too awful much, but something fun that we can still have a little bit of normalcy to do. Come around and gather, listen to some great local musicians, be able to spend an evening at Covered Bridge Park. Of course, we'll have food trucks. We've got a lot of great restaurants around, a lot of great shopping around. So really, you can make a day out of it.
And the best price is FREE.
Completely free.
Can't beat it. I mean, you got to pay for your food, and that's understandable.
Yes.
But the town itself is free. Just bring your lawn chair, your blanket, come in here and enjoy it. It's a great laid-back atmosphere. After a long work week, come in on Saturday night, sit down here, some free music. You have different genres. I mean, it's not always country.
Right.
It's not always bluegrass. You do other things too, right?
Yeah, we sure do. We've got a lot of great Southern rock bands. Those are really fun to watch. Just a blend. A few of our bands really span genres, which is nice because you can kind of show up and not even in the same evening are you going to get the same genre of music.
Mm-hmm. So that starts when now?
It will begin the first Saturday of June,
Awesome.
and we'll run all the way through August. So it's just a great series, something that people really look forward to and have a great time with every single Saturday night. Just a lot of fun. And then, of course, beyond Covered Bridge Jams, we're also putting the final touches on our summer schedule. So there's much to be seen there. We've got movies in the park that will take place. We have got special celebrations that take place. Independence Day is going to be within all of this as well. So really it's our mission to offer as much as we can to as many parks as we can. So we definitely want to encourage people, stay up to date by visiting our Facebook page. It's going to give you all the details of the event, including where you're going to find us, what time the event is going to be, and then anything that we've got going on too.
Mm-hmm. Last year we had a tribute guy that did Elton John. It was real good. We had the Eagles tribute band here in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Who else have we had in the last couple of years? Did we have a Journey tribute band?
There was Journey that kicked us off. Yeah.
There was another one too. Was it Heart?
Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure
So,
was.
Are you in the planning stage to bring some more of that coming in?
Yeah, sure are.
So-
Yeah, sure are. We're really excited about that.
Is it under wraps right now?
Yes.
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 Kind of should be like.
Yes,
we can
we've
talk
got.
about it.
We do have a couple of things that have been released, and so our big Rockin' on the Dough, which is where we've had Journey in the past and Eagles tribute bands in the past, this year is going to be a Chicago tribute band.
Oh.
So sure to be a lot of fun. We're really looking forward to that, and then we'll have a special lineup for Independence Day that we'll be releasing very soon. But I think people are going to be really excited about that too.
Chicago, goodness.
Yeah.
25, 6 to 4. Just play all the stuff on love notes.
Yeah.
25, 6 to 4. Make Me Smile. Color My World. Does anybody really
So you're gonna need a front row seat.
Oh, absolutely. Feeling
Front row
stronger.
seat.
Oh, feeling stronger.
VIP ticket with
Well,
that FRE.
Love,
Yes.
love Chicago
Yeah.
music.
It's going to
Very,
be
very
a
good.
great time. We really have a lot of people who look forward to that show that we do at the end of every year and, kind of close out that series. And so we really like to go out with a bang and have something big and something different. And, so this is going to be really, really great.
You said the date for that one?
Yes, we have. That one is going to be Saturday, August the 16th.
Circle the calendar.
Yes.
It's right before football season starts. It's the Friday before football season. We start on the 22nd. It's the Cyclones do, so there you go. Chicago tribute band coming to town. Can't wait. That's really good. Chicago, a lot of brass horns and
Yeah.
and there's
It's
more coming.
impressive. It really is.
Yeah.
It's a great time. And, from there, like I said, we've got so much more coming up, too, that we haven't put yet out on Facebook. We're finishing up some final details for some of our summer stuff. But I know what we've got planned, and I'm really excited for that to be released because I think people are going to be really, really excited to see some of the fresh things that we're doing this year that we haven't done before, some of the fresh spins and takes on events that we've done in the past. And, those include, we've got a big movie night in the park that we always do in June. We do this at Kiwanis Park. We accompany that with a cookout. We do a big hot dog cookout. So dinner is provided. It's free. A movie, there's typically some fun components that go along with it, like inflatables or special guests. In the past, we've done the Mario movie. We've done Encanto. There's been a few. So last year was the Taylor Swift. So this same event that we've got planned for this year, we have a really good movie that we are going to play this year that I think people are really, really going to be excited for. So keep checking that Facebook page. Not everything is posted, but I have some insider information. I can tell you it's going to be a really exciting summer.
For those who are outside the area, there's a lot of you watching the show. We appreciate that. We've told you already we hit 1 million views last year. We're on track to pass it again this year. At least hit it again for 2 years in a row. So there's a lot of folks watching. So Elizabeth is a town of 14,000 people. It's not like it's Nashville and Knoxville. Nothing wrong with those, but we're a smaller town, and yet they're cranking out that kind of entertainment. We're a town the size of Elizabeth, which, as we said, is 14,000. You guys move locations, right? Headquarters moved?
We have, yeah. We've got our new administrative offices. We're located, it was in the former Franklin Fitness Center that has now been renamed to the Teacher Community Center. Really exciting news for that today that we have just reopened racquetball. So I know a lot of people kept asking us what the intention with racquetball courts would be, what we were going to do with that. They have reopened, and this is free. So, the only facility here in Elizabethton that offers that, and it's free of charge. We also have the indoor walking track, also free of charge. We're open right now, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. We are looking at expanding some of those hours. I know people are really wanting to see after work hours, things like that, so that they can come visit us. So we are looking into that, rest assured. We hope to be able to unveil that soon. But for the moment, just a great place to come and get some exercise in, get some fitness in. Of course, our administrative offices are there, so if you want to rent pavilions or the Pine Room, which is now reopened to the public. Just a beautiful space. If you're looking for rental spaces, you will do all of that at the Teacher Community Center.
Tammy Droughman coming up one more time here in just a second, so we'll let her get back on her one more time before Brad has to scoot, and we appreciate that. So, in closing, how many parks do we have, Elizabeth?
Oh, off the top of my head, you would ask me the thing I don't know off the top of my head. I could sit here and count. I'm going to say we're at around...
It's either 8 to 10.
Yeah.
David told me one time.
Yeah.
So they do a wonderful job keeping the parks maintained. They keep the grass mowed down, trash picked up, the bathrooms flush. I mean, nothing worse to go to a park and none of this works. So they do a great job behind the scenes keeping it going.
I appreciate that.
And, yes. And then what you all did during Helene when it got here, the flooding. Unbelievable, because you used the old Parks and Rec Center as a distribution center, right?
We did, distribution, as well as intake, and so it was, that was something we weren't prepared for, we weren't trained for, but we have an incredible staff, and nobody among our staff looks at a challenge and says, no, I can't do that. they say, let's figure this out, and figure it out. We did to the best of our ability. So
The flooding that we're talking about back in September, that flooded and wiped out the ball fields, is like, what, 2 blocks down?
yeah, sure is.
It's not like it's 10 miles away. It's like 2 blocks
Right
away.
there.
Yep. It wiped out the ball fields in behind the Cat Island, and so thanks to you guys, we had to keep on the River Riders and some of the other businesses in town have stepped up to get those fields back in shape. They had to put the fences back up. They had to take us. I didn't realize when she was telling me, Kiva told me this. You had to go down about 3 or 4 inches of all the soil was contaminated because all the water that came down in the flooding from upstream was a lot of crud, if you will, a lot of junk in the water. And so they had to take the soil down about 3 or 4 inches, put down new soil, so the kids wouldn't slide in the second whatever be contaminated.
Yeah.
Had to paint everything, got to bleach everything. I mean, you got to basically start from scratch, and you guys have done that, haven't you?
And people don't realize we had 5 parks affected. It was Cat Island, it was Covered Bridge Park, it was Edwards Island, Harmon Park, and Riverside. All received damage from the floods. And as of right now, we have reopened almost all of them.
Awesome.
And working diligently every day to repair and reopen the remainder. It's a big process. I don't know if a lot of people realize just the sheer reporting that goes along with FEMA and insurance, and so there's a lot behind the scenes too, that we're doing that are getting us to the point of being able to reopen. And our guys are working so hard every day, both behind computers and on machinery. But yeah, it's we're going to come back better than ever. We know this for sure.
Yep.
And so a lot of different opportunities that are going to come in that. Otherwise, you want to see the silver lining, and this is kind of it. It sort of refocused and gave us new intention for. So we're really excited when we're to the point that we can reopen that with a lot of new amenities.
Us mountain people are resilient. I said when Avalon, I said we will bounce back. The old Hank Williams Jr. song, "Country Boy Can Survive," and we have. It hasn't been easy, but we've done it, and we are doing it. We're not out of the woods yet. It's not a sprint; it's a marathon.
That's
but
the
we're
truth.
doing it, and so hats off to Elizabeth and Parks Rec. You guys have done a phenomenal job, and
Appreciate
gals,
that. Thank you.
to do this. And I don't want it to go unappreciated and unnoticed. So they've done a lot. So they're playing ball now at the 4 of the 5 parks. The 5th one's soon to open. And here it is. What was September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 7 months ago, there was how much water down there?
7 months ago, feet of water. It's also been an extremely cold and snowy winter. So there's been a lot of weather things that have really been, kind of making us start and stop. But again, a lot of work has been done. It's tireless efforts with our maintenance department, our admin staff, and yeah.
Show what you bought. This is beautiful. Is this not awesome?
I'm not done. I'm not done buying yet.
I'd have bought this myself. Look at
It's a prayer plant, and I need them. I need all the prayers. So I'm hoping each of those petals is another prayer answered. So
there you go.
that's
Look at
my
the price
hope.
tag. $10.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
Look at that.
I'm eyeballing a few other things too.
I'll have to. I went and I'll hold the deal.
Supermarket sweep before I came on air,
That's
trying to look around and see what all I needed to take home with me.
When she came out before I saw her
Yes,
testing,
everything.
Oh, yeah. It's awesome. Thanks for coming,
Thank
lady.
you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll come back anytime we reach you on a regular basis.
I
Because we got a
appreciate
bunch of
that.
good things we're doing, folks. They have rolled up their sleeves. They have busted their tail, if you will, to get this city and Parks and Rec back to where it needed to be and then some. So we appreciate them
Thank you.
very, very much.
And
Quick.
just starting for a busy season.
Oh, yes.
So
Go to the website or go to social media, Facebook at Elizabeth and Parks and Rec.
Elizabeth and Parks and Rec, and then we also have a website, elizabethan.org, and navigate to that Parks and Rec page, and we do list our events there as well. Or call us if you're not computer savvy and you just want to know what a schedule looks like and really want to fine-tune what it is that you're looking for based on your demographics, then we're happy to lead you through that as well. We want you to come in and enjoy.
And that phone number is?
547-6441.
There you go. Kelly Kitchens, Elizabeth and Parks and Rec, back with more after this on the Tom Dillon Sports Show live at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabeth.
On our buddy Joseph Taylor, Ivy Hall Nursing Home. What's going on at Ivy Hall right now?
Yes, sir. Ivy Hall, we're accepting long-term or short-term admissions. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, all insurances. We'd love to have you. You come out, you need some rehab, we'd love to help you. We got private rooms for rehab people. We can get you in, take care of you, send you home. and the food is absolutely out of this world.
Types of rehab you guys do?
Yes, sir. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, respiratory therapy, and like I said, short-term or long-term residents. Yes, sir.
Yep. You also are looking for help?
Yes. I'm looking for RNs, LPNs, CNAs. If you want to be a housekeeper, laundry, kitchen, we're hiring. All departments are hiring at Ivy Hall.
Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Social media, how do we find you?
Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or ivyhallnursinghome.com is where you go to fill out an application to work.
Love promoting these folks right here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. It is the one and only right here in Elizabethton, Ivy Hall Nursing Home.
We're talking to Sherry Holtzclaw, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores out there. Why the Jeweler's Bench?
So everything is done in-house. Nothing gets sent out. We do ring sizing, necklace repairs, replace stones, shorten bracelets, necklaces. We repair silver jewelry. There's not a lot of jewelry stores that will repair silver jewelry. So we're one of the ones that do. Occasionally watches, we do some watch repair. Some of it we do have to send that out occasionally, but I let you know when I do, so it doesn't go out without you knowing about it.
Watch batteries. They replace a lot of watch batteries. Again,
every day.
Yes. John Holtzclaw is one of the few jewelry repair people in the area. There's not many of them left, so they do jewelry repair here. Remember that. They ship all over the country. The website is
jewelersbench10.com.
The hours you're open are
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then Saturday, 9:30 to 2.
All right. And social media, where do we find you?
Facebook and Instagram.
And the phone number is?
423-542-5600.
Be loyal, buy local. It's a mom and pop store. Been here for a long time here in Elizabethton, serving not just Elizabethton, but the entire Tri-Cities and really anywhere in the country. The Jeweler's Bench, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back to the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's take a look at some Major League Baseball. Tammy here in just a second. She's downstairs helping the customer, which is what she does, and does very, very well all three of these places, but certainly here at the Eagle Center, and we appreciate her. Let's take a look at baseball. Let's start with no particular order. The Red Sox yesterday, you had Garrett Crochet going back to his whole stomping grounds, the Chicago White Sox, which he was a member last year. Took a perfect game into the sixth inning. Had a no-hitter, a no-no going into the eighth inning. He struck out 11 Chicago batters, allowed one run on 7 and 3rd innings, and Boston avoided the sweep 1-3-1. So big homecoming of sorts for Garrett Crochet, the pitcher who left the White Sox and obviously went back as a Boston Red Sox and put on a show. Struck out 11 and had a no-hitter going through the 8th inning against his former teammates. Good news for your Atlanta Braves fan. Spencer Strider will likely make his season debut Wednesday night against Toronto in Toronto. That's awesome. They need some help. They've had a banged-up pitching rotation, as you know. And so he reunited with his teammate in Tampa yesterday. He will now, and they've flown to Toronto. They will have a series there tonight. And so he made just 2 starts last year before suffering a season-ending right elbow injury and had to have surgery. So Saturday marked the 1-year anniversary of him undergoing surgery. So Spencer Strider of the Braves will be ready to go. He struck out 13. Allowed 1 run over 5 in the 3rd innings for his AAA Gwinnett final assignment last Thursday. So he struck out 9 of the first 10 batters he faced. So that is certainly a welcome relief for the Atlanta Braves when they Taz in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this man grinning. He's always grinning. My man Taz Irwin. So also so Strider is back for the Braves coming up on. Look at you. Put that right here. I like that one of them. Show it up right there, big dog. The Eagle Center Antiques. She's selling those here? Yeah. Things tell the story and people no longer can. That's her little catchphrase. That's good. So the T-shirts are here. And Tammy's back. That's good. She's helping customers. Justin still undergoing season-ending surgery to repair a flexor tendon in his left elbow. Tough news for the Cubs. He was 3-1 before he got hurt with a 4.76 ERA and 4 starts before going down. He's done for the year. He'll be back in 2026. A big blow for the Chicago Cub pitching rotation, needless to say. A lot of arm troubles here early on in the season for Major League Baseball. Here's your schedule. Everything under the lights tonight. You have Washington and Pittsburgh, Philadelphia hosting San Francisco, two of the hottest teams in baseball. Boston and Tampa Bay. San Francisco probably is the hottest team in baseball. They and the San Diego Padres. Red Sox will be in Tampa Bay. Yankees hosting Kansas City. Atlanta will be in Toronto tonight. Grant Holmes on the mound for Atlanta. And Easton Lucas will go as the starter for Toronto. In Toronto. Detroit and Milwaukee tonight. Minnesota hosting the Mets. Houston and St. Louis, the Padres and the Cubs. That's a great matchup. Cubs 11-7, Padres 13-3, two of the hottest teams in baseball in San Diego, Petco Park, and Colorado battle the Dodgers in Los Angeles. The other regional team, Cincinnati, off tonight. The opening of the series tomorrow against Seattle. So the Braves is 7:07 first pitch tonight. Grant Holmes on the mound for Atlanta in Toronto against Easton Lucas. Let's look at the standings starting the week in the American League. Toronto and the Yankees. Toronto leads the Yankees by a half game in the American League East. Detroit leads Cleveland by a game. Kansas City by a game and a half in the Central. In the West, the Angels a half game better than the Texas Rangers, and Seattle a game and a half back in the American League West. In the National League in the East, the Mets with a one-game lead over the Phillies, 2 games over the Marlins. Braves still in the cellar at 4-11, one of the worst teams in baseball right now. In fact, outside of the Colorado Rockies, they are the worst team in baseball. That's interesting. Rockies are 3-12. The Braves are 4-11. In the Central, the Cubs lead the Milwaukee Brewers, and the Reds are tied for second. They lead both teams by 2. In the NL West, the Padres, the hottest team in baseball, they're 13-3. They lead the Giants by a game and a half, and the Dodgers by 2.5 in the NL West. So that's your a great matchup tonight. The Padres 13-3 hosting the Cubs 11-7 at Petco Park in San Diego. So there you go. The Braves get good news. Strider's back on Wednesday to make his debut after striking out 13 down at AAA last week in his final rehab assignment against for the Gwinnett Braves at AAA for the Atlanta Braves. We'll take a quick break. She'll come right back one more time, and she'll visit with us right after this. Some Pizza Inn, one of our great sponsors on show number 2,266 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
My name is Michael Vance, Vice President of Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Advanced Heat Pump Systems has been open and providing service for over 35 years. The services we provide are installation and service of home heating and cooling systems. Our company's goal is to provide quality service for our customers. The reason you should hire Advanced Heat Pump Systems is because we offer a dependable, quality, trained technician to service your heating and air conditioning.
Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's t-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show coming up, we'll be joined with Joseph Taylor. We're talking about Tennessee baseball, Tennessee softball, and of course the obvious, Nico leaving. And so I'm really tired of hearing about him. So after we talked to Joseph, I won't talk about him anymore. He left the team high and dry. He was not a team player. And why would I keep giving him free airtime? So where's he going to go? Who cares? I wish him well, but he's not a team player. It's all about we and not me, right? Yes, on a team concept.
That's
sure.
Right.
Yeah. So you've been busy this morning. You've been already zipping flying around here. You got a price. You got a price quote on the furniture.
Yeah, we had a great morning. Had a great weekend.
Mrs. Kitchens, you took that prayer plant right off your shelf. She's gone.
We got her.
Yeah, you got me for a lamp. So it's good stuff. So good foot traffic here. I saw some of your vendors bringing in new stuff. They're constantly bringing in new art.
They are. I have great vendors. There's been 3 here this morning already bringing in new things to restock from the weekend. So I'm very blessed with good vendors.
Yep, and that's the key. So they constantly are there dusting and moving things in, moving things out, and filling in holes that have been vacated stuff has been sold. So there you go. So you ready to do this? Here we go. 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 This is my buddy Tammy Troutman. Is Tim watching the show, by the way? If you had a chance to.
It just depends on if he's busy or not.
Yeah, so.
Mondays are sometimes busy because over the weekend lots of things happen in the insurance world. So he might be busy this morning, but he'll watch later.
It's right up the street, Troutman Insurance, give him a free plug. So yeah, usually Mondays are claims. We've had wrecks, had this, had that happen over the weekend. So usually Mondays are busy for insurance.
Yeah, leaky roofs. It rained all weekend, so he might be covered up this morning.
But he'll watch. And he'll critique. So here we go. Talking to our buddy Tammy Troutman, one of our great sponsors, Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabeth Cyclone Sports. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabeth. You got all kinds of goodies. Tell me what you got.
Oh my goodness, our store is full of all kinds of things. We have books, we have jewelry, we have collectibles, lots of glassware, we have cast iron, Griswold skillets, we have cameras, old cameras, newer cameras, we have quilts. We have lots of beautiful furniture. We have tons of home decor, candles, crocks, clocks, just about everything, all kinds of media, CDs, vinyls, albums, movies.
2 floors, 50 vendors, waiting list, new lighting downstairs, well lit, upstairs, downstairs, everything's priced. Again, it's cool in the summer, warm in the winter, so.
And it smells good.
And it smells good. So why should they come shop at the Eagle Center?
There are just so many things to offer. We have great prices, and we have a great selection that changes constantly. Good vendors who bring things in and out all the time and restock, and they have great prices, and it's just a good, friendly, family-friendly place. We have a great selection of ball cards. A lot of sons and dads come in on Saturdays and go through the ball cards. It's a good place.
You won some awards. Tell us about it.
We won some awards. We're very thankful, very appreciative. We were voted Tri-Cities Best by WCYB. We have been voted #1 antique store by the Elizabethton Star and the Johnson City Press.
There you go. It's all right here. Social media. How do you find us?
On Facebook, we're the Eagle Center, and on Instagram.
There you go. Phone number is
542-6674.
And the hours are open are.
And we're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5.
Be loyal, buy local, shop in downtown Elizabeth and the Eagle Center, one of the great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Boom. Done.
Yay.
Show me the quilt. Love the quilt.
You love it?
Yes.
Isn't it pretty? So pretty. $50.
$50. Tell us about this one, would you please?
It's more of it's not really a quilt for your bed because it's not big enough. It's just more like a throw.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a beautiful quilt. All shades of blue, all hues of blue.
$50 for that hand quilt I'm holding here. I mean, it's Urbana, so there you go. Not a very good one, didn't hold it right. So there's that.
And let's see, one of my vendors just brought in, what I did with them, I'll have to look for them. We do have a vendor downstairs that has all kinds of baby things. I was mentioning earlier in the show that we have new things as well as old things.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a vendor that has lots of these gauze quilts for babies in all colors. Lots of teethers, lots of rattles. These are such cute little rattles. Aren't they cute?
They are. How much?
These are $9.99.
$9.99. Let me put them up where you can see them. Look there. And there's the pink one.
That's hard to do.
Yeah.
You're kind of backwards, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, up there's the camera right there. Look.
Okay. The little pink pig and the blue rabbit.
Yep.
So he has a great selection of baby things.
Mm-hmm.
Strawberries are in. Well,
literally.
Yeah, literally they're in, but people are liking to decorate with strawberries now. This is like a vintage frozen strawberry can.
Cool.
It is. It's really cool.
Price point that is?
Let's see. That's $10.
$10. That's what I like to come down to these antique stores. The Eagle Center. And it will bust your billfold. We showed you that other thing a while ago for $7. The little boot with the actually that's 14 with something else that was $7. Couldn't believe how cheap it was.
Yeah.
So there's stuff in here all the time. It's like, really? That's all it is?
Yeah.
So,
There are a lot of affordable things. A lot of people think that antique stores are outrageous expensive, and we do have some good quality, high dollar, furniture pieces and collectibles. But we also have a good selection of things for everyone, every price range.
This one is a creamer, strawberry themed, of course, that she talked about.
And here's the sugar that goes with it.
$10 for that.
That's for the set.
Two of them.
Yeah.
$10. Little dainty thing. That's neat. So there you go. That's what some of the things. Again, there's 50 vendors. There's no way to get everything in here. 50 vendors, obviously. So she's grabbing a few things here and there and showing. This air fresheners.
Yeah, I have a vendor who just brought in a new selection of air fresheners.
Awesome.
So this is the little goat. And he smells like Wildberry Zinger.
Wow, he does.
This is the little duck. The Jeep people are going to love this one. They put all those ducks in there.
I see the windshield. I see it everywhere.
Yeah.
That's a going thing.
It's the thing, yeah.
This is a Wildberry Zinger air freshener made in Marion, Ohio. American made. These go for $6.99.
Trauma's going to love this one. He's all about the Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cinnamon air freshener.
Yeah.
Ooh, that does smell good. Yes. Called BackTheLane.com. It's made in Marion, Ohio. These are American made. So I'm all about pushing American. So is our president.
We have some great bags. If you don't want to do the gift idea for the baskets for Easter,
Mm-hmm.
you could do the bags instead.
$3.99 for this little bag. Got a little lamb on it. Well, the bunny on one side, lamb on the other. There you go.
Oh, they're the same? I didn't
They
realize
are.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Bunny towel,
Little bunny towel for Easter. Price point of this one is
$7.99.
$6.99.
Okay.
There you go. Neat. So lots of things. There's no way we can begin to show everything. But I have, as we said earlier, bought a hutch from here, bought a table from here.
That sofa table is really pretty.
Mm-hmm. Bought a lot of CDs and DVDs from here. Bought Elvis stuff from Christmas from here for London for Christmas.
London was in on Saturday. It was great to see
Mhm.
her. She's beautiful.
She is beautiful.
She's beautiful.
Growing like a weed.
She's so sweet.
Let me think.
You bought that glass pitcher with the glasses. That
Right.
serving pitcher.
Bought 2 or 3 clocks. Brad sold me some stuff.
You just bought a lamp.
Bought a lamp. Yeah. That's this morning. About an hour ago, bought a lamp. So there you go. It's all right here, folks. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabeth. And so here's the thing. Being an ambassador for downtown because you got 4 antique stores here in this block. Yours, Vintage on Elk, Duck Crossing. Cross Street is the picket fence. Then there's places to eat. There's what? Our sponsors, Coffee Company, Big Dan's Barbecue, Sweetie Treats.
G. Ray's and City Market are down here as well.
G. Ray's City
We
Market,
have Brummett Sports Shop.
Mhm.
They're one of your sponsors, aren't they?
They are.
We have the Boomtown T-shirt place.
Candace Furniture.
We have a bookstore.
Good,
We
yeah.
have a dance hall. We have a bakery and a barkery.
Mhm.
So treats for people and animals.
The place that does prom dresses.
Oh yes, Dynasty. She's
Dynasty.
the best.
Oh, yeah.
She's the best.
It's that time of year you see little girls making a beeline in and out. Wedding dresses and prom dresses. It's called Dynasty.
Mhm.
So there's lots of things downtown. So you think, well,
There's several boutiques, Cottage Boutique,
Mhm.
and then there's some hair salons. The young girl down the end with tailored hair salon. So lots of things. There's barbershop.
it's all negativity. In fact, there's even a slot to drag, what's it called? Undervalley, not
Undervalley
Dragway across the slot car racing place here downtown. So for all the negativity that folks hear about the bridge and it's out, one of the bridges, but we're still open for business downtown. So just come on down here and shop. People do start to realize that life goes on. So to get the bridge fixed, we gotta keep on trucking. We do. So for those of you who don't know, this is Elk Avenue, and it goes downtown, goes around the monument, goes over the river on the little bridge down there, the Cover Bridge, and that gives you access to Western North Carolina right now. So it's the only way you can do it. As far as vehicles, now trucks go down Mary Patton Highway, which is a whole other story, but coming downtown, and they back up. It's the only bridge we've got. Normally we have two bridges. One's closed because of the flood back in September. The other bridge we're working on to get it reopened. So
It's busy, but I mean, this
Patience.
too shall pass. Yeah,
Yeah,
we just have to be
patience.
patient,
Be patient.
and still support our local businesses downtown.
that's it. Be loyal. Buy local. These are all, I'm saying they're all mom and pop businesses, aren't they? Every one of them.
Yeah, I'm sure I left out some, which I hate,
But there's a ton of them down here.
there are lots.
Yeah. All right. We'll let you jump out of here. I'm going to take a break and come right back. And we've got, she's here from Sycamore Shoals State Park, my little buddy Leslie Broccoli in the house. She joins us coming up next year on show number 2,266 of the Tom Dillon Sports Show.
Thank you.
Tell me, we don't talk a lot about it, Gabe. Tell me about the cold subs. Tell me about those in Port Travis, would you please?
So our cold subs, they come with they come in two different sizes, 12-inch, 6-inch, and they come with bologna, salami, ham, cheese, and then we can put whatever you want on it, and they come pre-made. We can get you in and out of here pretty quick.
6-inch or 12-inch?
Yes, sir.
6 inches, how much?
6-inch is $5.19, and a 12-inch is $6.49.
You couldn't make it for that. You couldn't go buy the bread. There's no way you could go buy the bread and make what they're going to do for you for that kind of price. The cold sub, 6-inch or 12-inch. They also sell salads. Tell me about the salads.
So we got a house salad that comes with cheese, tomato, croutons, and then 2 packs of dressing of your choice, and we can also throw our special signature onions on them. And then the chef salad comes with the same thing, but we can throw any type of meat you want on there. So a house salad is $6.29, and then the chef salad is $7.49.
Not going to bust your billfold, folks, and you get a salad too. They don't scrimp. That's kind of the motto. We don't scrimp. If you get a sandwich on those hot subs, we don't scrimp. So what's you're here all the time. What's the top 3 sandwiches you guys make day in and day out?
Ham and cheese, most popular. I'd say second to that, probably Mad Italian, and then third is probably a Reuben.
Yep. The Mad Italian is what? What do you get on it?
So you get ham, turkey, cheese, and then we can throw everything on there for you.
We got 10 cases of drinks over here. Everything, Pepsi products, Coke products, energy drinks, got all that. We got, we run through all the different Wise, Cape Cod, Toms, Lances, Doritos, Cheetos, got all the different kinds of chips.
Yes, sir.
All right here. Phone number to call is?
I actually don't know that part.
543?
Yes, 6128.
6128. Port Travis Deli, they also sponsor our Player of the Game, folks. Every time a kid plays ball, again, from Elizabeth and Tia Duggar, we give them a Port Travis Deli Player of the Game. We appreciate that very much. Gabe Sexton, folks, one of our great sponsors right here, working hard at Port Travis Deli. We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, t-shirts.
T-shirts. With a new design.
Absolutely, new color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're gonna have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this through their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, West Side and East Side Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers Are Winners in Elizabethton City Schools.
Look at my little buddy here again from Sycamore Shoals State Park. She closed down the park, come down here today. Normally we are at Chick-fil-A at Elizabethton. We'll be there on Wednesday, so if you want to come back Wednesday, you can. But we'll be there to do the show there. But today we want to come down here and hang out at the Eagle Center, which is a really cool place. How you doing, dear?
Good. How are you?
Good. You had a good weekend?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome.
Well, Masters was good, at least.
Did Randy watch Masters?
He did.
Yeah. Did you watch it too?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Freddie Couples didn't make it, though.
No. Rory McIlroy was the big winner.
I was glad he won.
Seems like a nice guy.
He is.
So,
I was glad.
a lot of pressure.
Yes.
Lots of pressure.
Oh, yeah. You could tell after he got done with that last putt.
It wasn't as hard, but it probably looked from here to the bridge.
Yes.
Because it's like, oh, my God, he's going to knock us in. So,
he did.
anyway, he got the green jacket. He's now a Grand Slam golfer. He's on all 4 major events. So, now we start Monday, and here we are, Sycamore Shoals. What's going on at Sycamore Shoals?
Well, April 17th, I think that's Thursday, from 10 to 2 at, where will it be? I think it'll be at the park. Chad Bogart's going to show you how to dye Easter eggs naturally, how they used to do it a long time ago with the natural dyes out in the woods, that type of thing. So you'll get to dye Easter eggs naturally, or get to watch it. And then April 26th, this will be Taylor Moorfield. He'll be doing a walk around the park grounds and trails and showing you plants that are useful, that you can use for all kinds of different things. So
we just assume, though, that's really cool. What did they do back in the days? How did they color Easter eggs for the kids back Easter in the old days? And so he's going to show you how to do that. You know, they used to dye their clothes, too. How did they dye their clothes? They don't have what we have now.
Exactly.
Mom used to have this thing called RIT. Remember those little boxes of RIT dye?
Yep.
They didn't have RIT dye back in the 1800s. So very interesting. So how do we get signed up for the Easter egg coloring thing?
You can. It's going to be free, believe it or not. I think and it's going to be going on from 12. Okay, Beware Park. Okay, we're closed from 12 to 1, but he's going to go 10 till 2, so he'll just be doing it on and off the whole time. So when people come, he'll do it. So he's going to use, this is a hint, he's going to use stuff like beets, cabbage, onions, and other natural things that make dyes.
How neat.
Yeah.
That's cool. So that's coming up again on Thursday, is that right?
April 17th. I think that's Thursday. Yeah. And he'll talk a little bit about the history of who started doing that, coloring Easter eggs. So if you're curious, come.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. All right. And then May, we've got a lot of stuff coming up, but our big one is the Spring Muster. And that's May 17th and 18th. There'll be reenactors there, and they'll be living like they did back in the 1700s. So
how did the plant auction go on Saturday?
I don't know. I didn't get to go. But I'll tell you one thing: 4 truckloads of plants, trees, bushes, blackberries, blueberries, every kind of plant you could think of, and it was beautiful, and it smelled good in there, and it was packed. So I'm assuming they did pretty well.
And they're all gone now, right?
Yes.
So they moved them all.
They moved them all.
So that a piece of over 600 or 700 plants are launched off. So that was a great event at Sycamore Shoals. Appreciate you all doing that.
That's
awesome.
okay.
So we got show and tell today?
We do.
Okay. This is awesome.
The furry stuff today.
The furry stuff.
These are what I lovingly call bunny bags. They're rabbit bags, though. Little rabbit bags for kids or women can use those. They would use those back then, something similar.
Price point of this is
Price point $9.95. There's another one.
It
cool.
opens like that, and you just stick it inside. Stick your stuff inside. Yep.
Those are actual rabbits.
Yes, rabbit pelts.
Rabbit pelts.
And speaking of
$9.95.
pelts, we've got these. We've got rabbit pelts. If you just want something furry, or you want to cover something with it, the rabbit pelts are really nice. And they would use these for clothing and all kinds of things like
How neat. This
back
is
in
an
the
actual
70s.
rabbit belt.
It's only $7.95.
These are $7.95.
For the rabbit pelts.
At the Sycamore Show, oh, you can show that one. She's going too fast. She gets excited.
Sorry.
The Sycamore Show State Historic Park gift shop where these are. So. $7.95.
Pure white.
Pure white. This is an actual rabbit pelt.
Then we've got a raccoon tail.
With a clip.
Yeah. Well, you get the pin with it. We kind of keep the clips.
For $4.95. It's awesome.
Okay.
All right.
And then you go up to your coyote tail.
Really?
Yeah, the kids love these.
That is $9.99 for a coyote tail, actual coyote tail. There you go.
And then the fox tail, which is long. Red fox. It's a red fox.
These are for sale, by the way, at the gift shop. This is $15.95 for the fox tail. Look how long that tail is. How cool.
Yeah.
Kids probably go bananas over
They
that.
do. They go bananas over them.
Yeah.
And then I brought a few of the little games that they play. We got the pewter jacks. Their jacks would have been made out of pewter back then. And that's got the jacks and the ball.
$9.95. Did you play jacks?
I did.
As a
When I was
kid, I did
little,
too.
and marbles.
And
I got
marbles.
marbles too. This is a jaw harp. I do not know. I can't get a good sound out of it. Can you? Chad can. You come to the park. We'll make Chad play the jaw harp.
I know it's not bad.
You put it in your mouth and you go boing, 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 boing.
Yep.
That's what it
I've
sounds
seen
like.
them do it, but I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
So, these are for sale, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They are $12.95.
$12.95.
It's an instrument. I just don't. I'm not good at playing it.
No, I'm not either. I'll try that back.
Okay.
$12.95. But somebody out there go, that's a cool gift for a kid.
We got tabletop 9 pins. That's $12.95. They had the bigger versions of them. They played on the ground, but it's the forerunner of bowling, basically.
Oh, really?
Yep.
These are wooden pins, a little wooden ball, called 9 pins.
9 pins.
They played back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Coming up, he's here. We'll talk a little sports. Our buddies in the house. The one, the only. Joseph Taylor in the house, ready to go talk a little sports. All right.
This is marbles, your marbles.
Yeah, we used to play Steelies,
Yes.
Shinies, Tiger's Eyes, which is another color of the marble. These go for how much? $9.95 for the marbles. These are different games you can buy kids.
Mm-hmm.
Get
So
them
they
off-
aren't playing on the... Yes.
Get them off the computer, get them off
Yes.
the phones, for heaven's sake.
Okay, this is the maze game. You got to get all 3 balls in the middle.
How neat.
Yeah.
For $10.95. You can keep a kid occupied for a long time on that one. That's like a forerunner to the Rubik's Cube.
That's right. I had a man come in and do it in like 20 minutes the other day, and he did it. He played with it for 20 minutes.
I'm in the second level already.
You got the second one in?
Yeah, I'm
He's
in.
going to play this the rest
Yeah,
of
the
the time.
rest of the show, yeah. That's neat. $10.95 for that. Another
This is brand
simple.
new. Telescope, brass telescope, and it's got its own leather carrying case. It works.
Wow, Joseph got real big on the camera. That is awesome. How much are these?
Those are, I should have $15.95.
$15.95,
And they're
actually.
brass and they've got the leather case.
Telescope.
Mhm.
Ahoy, matey. Look at that. I love that. That is really neat. It's got a really good magnifier, too.
It does. Yep. We've got little teeny ones too. They're a little cheaper than that. But I brought the nice one.
Comes a little, show them a little carrying case, too. Yep.
Okay. And you can sling it over your shoulder.
Yep. It comes for the kids or for an adult for $15.95. That's the telescope. Awesome. Okay.
We've got the mini harmonicas, and they do play. We won't get that one out.
Good
They do
night.
play. They're mini and they're on a necklace.
Look how tiny those things are.
And they do play.
I'll get Joseph to play this in a minute. The mini, get Tammy to play the mini harmonica.
Mini harmonica.
She can do it. How cool. A little miniature harmonica. Neat. All right.
And this is the
Train
signal whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a train. They would use those back in the Revolutionary War, Civil War to, they would have certain long and short sounds they would make in order to tell you to retreat or to advance. And they could hear the whistle over the guns being shot. So, yep, signal whistle.
Oh, really? So
Yep.
in the middle of a battle.
And normally a teenager or child would be right beside the captain of the unit, and he would go signal retreat or signal advance, and they would do it.
This goes for $7.95. Some
Well,
really cool things.
Yep.
From Sycamore Soul Gift Shop.
All right. And my last two, this is a combination of some. This is the Revolutionary War kit, and it comes in a little bag. It's got 3 little things in it for them.
A wood signal whistle, a mini sand timer, and a brass compass.
Okay, it's what we just saw. That signal whistle is in there. There's your signal whistle.
Okay, there you go.
And you've got the brass compass on a necklace.
Okay.
And this is my favorite. I've got to take it out. It's the little mini timer. It works. And you can put it on the necklace if I can get it out. It's a the brass timer that you turn over, and then you know when a minute's over.
Hourglass.
Hourglass, yeah.
How neat.
Yep, so you get 3 in 1 for $16.95. And I'll just put that together later.
There you go.
And then we've got the Civil War one as well. Civil War one in the bag, and you've got your signal whistle again. They use those as well then. And you've got the compass as well, but you've got a mini telescope. And it does come out, it does pull out like the big one we just had.
How neat.
Yep, and it magnifies, it really does.
That's awesome.
So, and that is $16.95.
All right, here's the Sycamore Shoals State Gift Shop here in Elizabethton. So
if you're looking for Easter basket stuff,
toys.
Yes.
Toys from back in the day. Get them off the phones, get them out in front of the TV.
That's right.
And
let them have some fun.
Yes. As they did in the old days.
Yes.
They didn't have any of that stuff. They had to create their own fun. And you brought some great gift-giving ideas. So thank you as always.
You're welcome. You want me to leave these?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll see you next Monday back at Chick-fil-A.
Sounds good.
So
All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
She is the best. Love this lady. Quick break. We'll be right back. He's here, Joseph Taylor. We're talking about Nico. I'm leaving. Yeah. Do you care? No, I don't care. But we'll talk about it right after this time out on the Tom Dillon Sports Show.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Elizabethton FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. It's more than learning about cows. It's becoming the problem solvers for the next generation. We are the future biologists, chemists, computer programmers, journalists, teachers, electricians who will feed our future. By creating a family atmosphere, the Agriculture Department, especially FFA, can become your home away from home. Through contests, leadership events, fun trips, and chapter activities, FFA is a great way to learn about the world while developing yourself into the best person you can be. We invite you to enroll in an ag-based course and be active in Elizabethton FFA. We'll save you a seat.
Folks in Port Travis Deli, it's football time in Tennessee, as the late John Ward said. So Friday night, going to the ball game, come by and get your sandwiches. Tell us how you can help us.
Hey, just give us a call, 543-6128, and tell us what you like. white dark bread. We've got ham, turkey, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami. Make a good steak sandwich. You want some chicken salad, some pickles and eggs. If you just want a snack, some people just like to snack at the ball game, don't really want to eat a big meal. We can take care of that for you. We got chips and drinks if you want to pack your cooler or whatever. Got anything you need.
Yep, 543-6128 is what you call, or the number you call, and he'll have it ready for you. So if you're heading to the game, how much time should we allow you to get them ready?
Usually about 10 to 15 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yep, 10 or 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Yep, ready to go. 543-6128. Again, it will be an excellent opportunity to come by here and get some great food.
Yep, love to serve you.
Love to serve you, absolutely. How do you find us on social media?
We got a Facebook page. You can look us up there, leave us some feedback, give us a like.
Yep. Friday night football, Saturday football, whenever you need sandwiches, here's the place to come. Port Travis Deli at 543-6128, one of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, he's here. Talk a little sports. While we do this, I want to say thanks to folks. They always appreciate what we do, so you flip on your show, you never know what you'll see. And, it is, we try to do a lot of sports, and we do, I think. But there's also times to talk antiques. Kelly came by with the Parks and Rec. Lots going on with Elizabeth at the Parks and Rec. She came by a few minutes ago and talked. So we're trying to, Sycamore Shoals is a really cool place. We have Leslie come by. She shuts the park down to come be on the show. Goes, had to run back up there and run up the park. So that's very kind of her to do that.
And it's time for you to give her a platform. So you don't toot your own horn. That's why you bring me on.
You're my horn too.
Yeah, I'm your wingman.
Your wingman. Yes. He's my co-pilot.
Yeah.
I'm driving the bus and over to my right with his little derby on his nose, little things as JT on the front. There you go. So
anything happening in Knoxville over the weekend?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Nah. So, I've heard it was his dad. I've heard it was him. To me, it really doesn't matter who it was. I think they've tried to kind of hijack or whatever the adjective you want to use, University of Tennessee. And Josh Heupel came out and said, ain't nobody bigger than the program. Which John Murray said, not even me. I thought, man, what a great statement. So, as I said earlier in the show, the man never wins another game, but he will. He has my respect because he took up a university and didn't cave, because these guys, it's almost like the tail's wagging the dog down sports. And I saw Saban in a little clip the other night talking about, this is not the way it used to be in college sports. These guys, in essence, twice a year they become free agents. They're out there in the portals shopping themselves. He said, for us coaches, that ain't what we want to do. And that's not what we want to do, is to continue to babysit these guys and try and keep them around. So it's all changed. I think by now, it's been well documented. Nico, the starting quarterback of the Tennessee Vols, opted not to come back. And he kind of did it underhanded. He started calling people on the side and tried to find another school. And at the same time, he's not practicing spring ball with UT. So the whole thing is a mess. But it is what it is. There's consequences of your choices. And so whether you said earlier it was maybe his dad was behind it, probably was to a point. But still, what he did was wrong.
Absolutely. There's so many layers to this. So we could go a lot of different directions. But to me, you would start with the fact that last Friday, when Nico decided not to come to practice, that was it. And that's when he lost his own locker room, because according to a lot of reports, there was a meeting after practice that basically the team was like, that's it. Like, we're done with this guy.
Should be.
So you cannot, that's the one thing that you can't do is skip practice. You can use whatever tactic you want, I guess, but as soon as you physically sit out practice, you've gone too far.
Yeah.
So that's the first layer for me. The second part would be, if you're talking about he was making, I heard you say 2.8, I've heard 2.2, somewhere in the 2 million, high 2 million range, and you're going to really threaten to hold out over another $1.2 million to get to $4 million. Like, what are we doing? And I kind of picture how the teams are pointing their fingers at the NCAA, like, we need some guardrails. The NCAA is pointing their fingers at Congress. Hey, we need some congressional help. It's everybody's just pointing their fingers at each other, and no one's helping one another. There is no guardrails. There's no rules, regulations. This is the Wild Wild West. What's going to happen? I don't even know.
Well, I'm totally blaming the NCAA. So they created this whole concept of transfer portal. And when they did it, they even said when it happened, some of the folks said, Saban was being one of them, said, there's no guardrails, there's no parameters. I mean, how does this work? And it's everybody for themselves. So now, they're out, if you will. Well, we've got to get Congress involved. Well, you make the rules. So the NCAA needs to pull them back. You can't pull them back now. You never pull them back.
And then
there's been lawsuits flying.
Well, that's what you're say. The NCAA, they're scared every time they make a rule and they get sued and lose. So they're powerless at this point.
Yeah.
There needs to be leadership, right, in college football. People say like Nick Saban should be commissioner. There's one person cannot deal with all the. There needs to be like a full on like committee that are strictly there to benefit college football, because it's gotten out of hand. I read earlier just before I came here. This blew my mind. There were multiple players from multiple playoff teams last year, including Nico, who threatened to sit out playoff games. And the reason being, they said, we agreed on a 12-game payout schedule. This is our 13th game. We didn't agree to this. You got to pay me. What are we doing? What is and it wasn't just Nico. This was happening, and so people were getting paid just to go out there and play in the playoffs. What is happening?
And then you take the same concept of that is they're setting out bowl games now.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to play a game. We're going to opt out because we want to save ourselves from the combine, for the April combine, NFL draft, which is coming up. So all of a sudden, as I said, the tail's wagging the dog. The student athletes are telling us what they're going to do and not going to do. I'm old school. I wouldn't win a game. You're not going to tell me when you're going to play or not play. If you sign a contract as a scholarship from my university, your hiney better be out on the field, ready to play, put on those pads, or put the basketball, put on your shoes, whatever the sport is. You're out on that floor, out on that gym, out on that baseball diamond, whatever it is, out on the field, representing the school which you have gainfully signed a scholarship. We've pampered you, babied you, put you in the best training facilities, the best dorm on campus. We've given you tutors if you even go to class. I mean, come on. They didn't go to class when I was in school.
Who we
on
yeah.
there? I don't have stupid written for it. You think Nico went to class? I don't know if he did, but making 2.8. Why would he get up on 8 o'clock Monday morning class? Did he even go to class? I don't know.
That reminds me of someone asked Michael Jordan where the library was in Chapel Hill, and he's like, what?
Yeah. I mean, it's, who are we kidding?
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, the inmates, as was one flew the cuckoo's nest, Jack Nicholson, the inmates running the asylum. That's what it's come down to. So Josh Heupel said, nah, we're not doing it, because here's what happens there. If they give him 4 or give him anything more than he wanted, then you go, okay. Joseph says, okay, where's mine?
Yep.
And Tim Troutman says, where's mine? Tom Miller says, where's mine? So, and then, and this was done, but looking back, it was done intentionally. They let this out on Friday that he's out shopping.
Mm-hmm.
So now some of these other schools called up and said, oh, well, what do they want to offer you? We'll give you more. So it was a sweepstakes game, so it's become.
I gained a lot of respect for Dan Lanning from Oregon, because he called Josh Heupel and said, hey, I want you to know Nico's out here shopping himself. And, as cutthroat as college football is, these guys are friends, the coaches, because you're a band of brothers almost. So, I really applaud him for tuning Heupel into it, to say, hey, this is happening. And who knows where Nico ends up? I mean, I don't really care at this point. And I was reading also, because I'm trying to get as much intel on all this as I can. It's hard to know who you can trust and who you can't. But the scuttlebutt now is that some of the big money boosters in Knoxville are mad, and they're willing to really open up the paychecks, the checkbooks to bring in like a star quarterback. And then you start thinking, man, as much as it hurt us for Nico to leave, here we are. We're going to take somebody else from somewhere else. It's just a total messed up system right now.
We look at the kid over at the East Tennessee State, Cade McNamara.
Yep.
Now, he's at ETSU. He played college football. He played at Michigan.
Played at Michigan, then went somewhere last year, and now ends up at ETSU. That's crazy.
I told somebody at church that they thought I was crazy. Bryson Rollins out of Maryville couldn't do any worse. So I call Deco and try and play Tennessee. Well, he's at Maryville. It's okay. He's written record books there. He helped Elizabeth get 2 state championships. The kid's a winner, so why not give him a shot? So I said this all last year, and I caught a lot of flack from UT people. I said then, and I said he was overrated. He underachieved. He was overrated as a quarterback. He never lived up to his ability. Well, everybody, he's just a freshman. Now you make 2.8. You walk out on the field, you better be a leader. You better be showing me something, and he didn't.
I was super proud of him for the way he played at Ohio State. I feel like he was the only guy on offense that night that showed up, and he ran with toughness. But then it made me wonder, where's this been all year? Like that was, to me, that was his shining game. But otherwise, I'm with you. He kind of underachieved from this 5-star plus status that he had. And I think what really upsets Tennessee is that they've tried so hard with him. They gave him the biggest contract out of high school. They sued the NCAA to keep Nico from getting in trouble, right? They allowed the family to tell them not to burn his red shirt. You know, his freshman year, he comes in. They said, "Hey, let's save his red shirt." Tennessee goes along with that. It seems like they helped Nico any way they could, only for in the end him to bail on him. It's gotta hurt. I can understand. There's some hurt feelings down in Knoxville.
Yeah. See ya. I don't care where he goes. I don't wish any bad on the kid, but he obviously is not loyal to the program, and there may be others doing the same thing. Anybody does, not just Nico. It would do what he did at the university. See ya. Have a good life, but we don't need you.
And I told Leslie, this came out on Saturday, and I was talking to her, and I said, she's like, how do you feel? And I'm like, I'm going to cheer for whoever's got the orange tee on their helmet. Whoever's wearing that power tee is who I'm going to cheer for, and whoever's not, so be it. But because it's about the program. It's not about, you cannot act like you're bigger. That so many people have gone before you, and I don't know. It's really opened my eyes to just how crazy the college football world's gotten.
19 touchdown passes last year, 5 interceptions, 2,614 yards. But again, the barometer, as I said earlier in the show, usually if you're really a hot rod quarterback in a per game situation, you can go around 225, 250 yards a game. That's kind of the plateau is what I've read. Well, using that statistic, only 3 out of the 13 games that he hits over 250 yards, and those were on teams that I could probably get over 250 yards. The big boys, he didn't do so well against.
He sure didn't.
So, anyway, he's gone. I hope by him nipping it in the bud, him being Josh Heupel, that the rest of the college coaches go, you know what, we're not putting up this garbage either. So this is a kid that's, 18, 19 years old, making $2.8 million for, 13 Saturdays, and then said, well, I only signed up for 12. Who's going to pay me this 13th Saturday? Ain't a snowball's chance I'm going to pay y'all. So you don't say they won't want me to be a coach because I'm old school thinking, no, I'm not paying you one. First I wouldn't pay $2.8 million. Well, you have to, Tom. It's the times which we're in. We'll see, but
I think your line of thinking is why you're seeing a lot of coaches bail. I'm not dealing. Nick Saban out. A lot of coaches trying to find their way to the NFL because they don't want to deal with it. And until some actual guardrails or rules or bylaws are put in place, then it's just going to continue to be crazy.
In that same interview I saw with Saban, he said, now the pro coaches have gone in and saying, look, we got guys up here that won't listen. They can't handle adversity because they were babied down the college ranks, and when they get up here, it's a little tough for them. They don't know how to handle it. So he said, we're creating, in essence, pampered babies. And he's right. That's what Saban said, and that's my opinion. And I would tend to agree with him. So Nico's gone. You got Merlinger. Who's the other
George
kid?
McIntyre. Those are both highly recruited. 4 or 5 stars, depending on who on which recruiting rankings you go with. But to me, I've seen both of those guys on the field. That I don't think either one of them are ready. So I do believe you will see Tennessee pluck someone starting quarterback. I believe you'll see it, and I think they'll they'll agree to a pretty substantial deal with them because they want a proven guy, and I believe that's the route they're going to go.
Well, I'm going to give you an exclusive on the Tom Dillon Sports Show. Nobody else knows this. It's me.
Their people have been dealing with your people.
Why are you laughing? It kind of hurts. It's me. I'm the guy that's taking Nico's place. So I'm Tom. I ain't leaving. So Nico, I'm leaving. So I'm Tom. I'm not leaving. They're paying me 1.3, and I'm down there. I'm the new quarterback for Tennessee Vols. This is my last show. I'm heading down to get suited up, and I'm wearing a big 0, so that's going to be my jersey number. Now, the people ought to believe this, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know who they'll get, but yeah, they'll go get somebody, I would think. But you got to give these guys a shot. They've been down there, whether they're ready or not. I mean, they've been loyal to the program. He obviously has not, so you got to at least give them a look. It's Merklinker and
George
McIntyre, as you said.
They're both so lean. Like they're smallish, and they're not built yet for an SEC grind. Like just from whatever the things I've been reading. Like they're smallish. I mean, George McIntyre's 6'6", but he looks like he weighs like 150.
But Heupel specializes in developing quarterbacks.
Yeah, he does, and I believe. And then they've got the number 1 quarterback coming in from next year, Faison Brandon. So next, I think you probably go this year, you find a starter, and then next year you have a 3-way competition between Merklinger, McIntyre, and Brandon, and figure out, okay, who's going to win this job for the foreseeable future.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing too. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this got him because they were warm bodies, but normally I would think Heupel recruited this guy because he felt like there was potential.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now they're green as grass, and you said, well, they're not very big, but Heupel's a quarterback guy that he's one himself. So I'm thinking, he looked at these guys, okay, he must have seen something to give him a scholarship. So that may be better worth giving him credit for.
Please don't think I'm selling him short. I'm just going on some of the things I've read about him. Like George McIntyre, he should be finishing his senior year of high school right now. He graduated early and got there in December. So you're literally talking about someone who's 17 years old, maybe 18 years old. So that to me, that's why I'm just trying to pump the brakes a little bit on please don't buy extreme hype on Merklinger or George McIntyre yet. Just I think they're gonna try to find a starter from the portal.
Tom Taylor's in. Big 0 on his Viking jersey. Run to the T. I wouldn't get to the half. I wouldn't get to the 50-yard. I tripped and fall where I got there. There's your quarterback. Spread the face down on the turf, like, or on the grass, like.
There's our $1.2 million quarterback.
There's our 1.2.
Getting trampled.
That's his own teammate running through the T. Where's Taylor, the quarterback? That's him being pushed into the turf. He's out. He's down. So, anyway, we'll see how it goes. Baseball had a big series win over Ole Miss, right?
Man, baseball and softball went out on the road and both pulled series wins, two games to 1. Baseball went into Ole Miss, hostile territory with two of the Ole Miss transfers. On Monday, the pitcher struck out 14 in his return to Ole Miss. That was kind of fun to watch. They were booing him. Oh, those poor guys were catching it from the student section. Ooh, man. But they both played well. They ended up getting the series win 2-1, and then the softball goes to Texas. Number 1 Texas wins 2-1. Like, things are going well in Knoxville, other than your quarterback leaving, I guess.
I can assure you, Josh Heupel's not pushed the panic button.
Nah,
he's been on the phone. I guarantee you, there's things going on behind the closed doors. They're going to get him a QB and keep those 2 guys they've got in the level 3. So
Tony Basillo, I think that's how you say his name. He's a radio host in Knoxville. He said over the weekend that there was conversations with some of the quarterbacks' representatives, and this is just Joseph Taylor's opinion. Okay, I didn't read this anywhere. I think Tennessee, for the quarterback position, right? I highly doubt that they're going to deal with dad agents anymore. I feel like they're gonna want to deal with an actual agent and not deal with some daddy ball stuff that they did with Nico's dad. I believe I think so.
Now, on the flip side, if you're a quarterback out there looking for a home, you want to come to Rocky Top in Tennessee. It could be worse places, obviously. So if you're any kind of quarterback at all, you go, this could be a pretty good opportunity for me.
Right. So the SEC does have one rule in place that you cannot transfer from SEC school to SEC school in the spring portal. Right. So don't think about. A lot of people start talking about Ty Simpson because he's from Tennessee, he's at Alabama. Don't think that level. You're gonna have to think any other conference but the SEC. So think about starters in the Big 12 or the Big 10 who may be looking for a larger payday. And that's probably who Tennessee's going to target.
But see, what you just said is just looking for a larger payday.
Yep.
These are 18, 19-year-old guys that are throwing and kicking and catching the football, for God's sakes.
But
we have made these people out to be idols, and it's, again, the horse is out of the barn. We can't put it back in there, but, I mean, it's just ludicrous to go, they're looking for a bigger payday. Their college kids are giving them an education if they even go. They put them in the best dorms on campus.
Yeah.
The training table, they eat better than anybody else on campus.
Yep.
The average student doesn't get to eat what they get to eat. I mean, they get treated. They have tutors that they even go to class. So, sit there and go, well, what can you do for me? And that's what it's come down to. Do you ever hear, not just Nico, but any of these other guys, you ever hear anything about grade point average?
Nope.
Or major? I'm leaving this school because I'm majoring in. No, it's what's in it for me, what you can give me.
And I don't, I'm just stating the facts. Like I don't agree with it. I'm just saying that it's whoever comes to Tennessee to be the next quarterback is going to be paid handsomely. Like, let's not beat around the bush. You know what I'm saying? Like that, they're going to be paid well to be the starter. And who would? I mean, like you said, who wouldn't want to come to Tennessee? Have 100,000 people cheering for you every week, and then if you are good, my goodness, you're idolized, like you said, almost. If you're average to above average, we just we'll bow before you almost. I mean, not exactly, but you know what I mean.
Yes, put him on a pedestal.
Yeah.
So Nico, I'm leaving. So his jersey, I'm leaving. So Tammy said the Nico cards are. What'd you say? I call them campfire cards. You get them out of this, be a good start a fire with. Yeah, burn them up, set a fire. So again, I wish the kid well, but the way he's done the university, no, you don't do it that way. But some of the other coaches have said this may be the forerunner of what's coming. This may be the norm rather than the exception. I sure hope not. And here's what's happening. The people I talk to, the college people, they're tired. They're getting tired of the whole thing. Now you got universities out there now saying you got to give us more money. I know they're coming. They're raising ticket prices. They're raising concession prices. Now they come back and say, Joseph, you're a big fan of UT. We need you to kick in, whatever you can kick in for the NIL, so we can guarantee we get these great athletes to come and play ball at the University of Tennessee or whatever the school is.
So let me just, I'm sorry, but you talking about that made me think of something. About 10 years ago, the spring game, right? A bunch of us guys from church wanted to go. We loaded up the church van. We go. It was free to go in. They wanted a huge spring crowd. This year, $12. $12 a ticket to watch a spring game. Come on.
Big Orange Caravan, May 1st, Meadowview and Kingsport. Tickets are $30. A third of that ticket goes to the Tennessee NIL fund. So that way we can keep the Nicos there, the prima donnas, so they can stay and play ball. So, not just chickadee, but that's okay. I'm old school, so anyway, I'm going to,
They wouldn't even televise the spring game because they wanted people to come out and buy the $12 tickets. Come on, it's out of hand.
Yeah. Did you
I still don't know. I didn't go.
No.
Are you kidding me?
No. Les wouldn't let you down.
She'd probably kicked and screamed if I told her we want to pay $48 for our family to afford to go to a spring football game.
Spring practice, base.
Yeah, practice.
Yeah.
Just imagine Catherine and Emma. Oh man,
Oh, she just popped up. She's watching.
She's watching.
Yeah, you mentioned money. She popped up. Mama's watching. All right, so it's good stuff going on at UT. So we'll be anxious to see how it goes. The transfer portal window opens Tuesday, tomorrow, or is it the 16th, which would be Wednesday, I think is when it opens. So either way, you'll see some activity. I would dare say by, I'd say by Friday at the latest, you'll have somebody signed on, ready to go. I know SMU, the young lady Robertson, who left SMU to Lady Ball for the basketball team, which is a big pickup. She's averaging 17, 18 points a game. She can shoot lights out. She's come onto the transfer portal to come play basketball for Kim Caldwell and Lady Balls.
And to join one of the top 5 recruiting classes too. Kim Caldwell probably overachieved a little bit this year. You know, probably got further than they thought they were. But I'm expecting big things out of her. There's not a program in Knoxville right now that you can't feel excited about. I mean, you could probably talk football now that we don't have a starting quarterback, but that'll rectify itself fairly quickly. So every program is running well. They seem to have to me. You got good leadership with Danny White, the athletic director, but even more than that, you have the programs happy for one another and supportive of one another. I feel like for so long the basketball program was jealous of the football program. Then if the basketball program started shining, the football program would be jealous. But now it seems like everybody has their own. They really genuinely seem to like each other, and then it shows.
I would agree.
Come see us: physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, full-time respiratory therapy. If you want to join our squad, we'd love to have you. Great food. That's I'm telling you, that ad where I talked about the food, I get more comments on that than anything else. People stop me literally like at church or at Walmart and be like, "Is the food really that good?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I wouldn't lie."
Yeah. So, that's what I'm saying. Crank out the food.
Yeah, absolutely. Cranking out those three good meals every day. Yes, sir. Country cooking.
Country cooking at Abigail Nursing Home. The website is
AbigailNursingHome.com.
There you go. Awesome job, sir.
Thanks for having me.
He's my co-pilot. He's my, what did you say? The wind beneath my wings?
Wingman.
Wingman.
Yeah.
He's my wingman. There
you won't toot your own horn, so I'll tell. Tom Taylor's a nice guy, everybody. I don't know if you knew that.
Okay.
I don't know why she's laughing like that.
Why she stick her tongue out of this? She obviously does not believe that. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back, and we'll come back and take a final look. We'll see what's going on in high school baseball and softball on this Monday. We've turned the corner, heading down the home stretch to the end of the regular season, and the tournaments are 2 weeks away. Hard to believe we got football on 18 Friday nights. From this Friday, we got kickoff. So it's clicking along, folks. We'll come right back after this. Some TNS Home Improvements on the Tom Dillon Sports Show.
The Tom Dillon Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. TNS Home Improvements you see on the screen. What's it all about, sir?
Well, we build decks. We do underpinning for mobile homes, vinyl underpinning, CertainTeed underpinning, K-Rock, whatever you want. Build decks, porches, whatever you want done.
How long you guys been in business?
A little over 4 years.
4 years.
Yep.
Geographically, where do you go? Where have you gone?
We try to stay within about 75 miles of the region. We've been all the way over to Virginia, up in North Carolina. Next week, we've actually got to go down to Pigeon Forge.
Awesome.
So
they're everywhere. TNS Home Improvements. So things you guys have been working on, I don't know, last 45, 50 days. What have y'all been doing?
Well, last week we built 2 covered porches, 10 by 20 covered porches. We've done about 600 pinning jobs in the past 2 weeks, and about 10 small decks in the past 2 or 3 weeks.
Awesome. So if you need that kind of work done, all they want to do is ask you to let them give you a quote and go from there. Phone number, how do we find you?
Phone number is 423-946-8432.
You're on social media?
On Facebook. TNS Home Improvements on Facebook.
There you go. TNS Home Improvements on Facebook. And they'll go, as you heard with the sound of our voice, probably 50, 60, 75 miles, any radius of where we're sitting here in the Tri-Cities. And so there's a lot of them out there, home improvement companies. What do you feel like separates you from everybody else?
Well, for one, I feel like we're good on pricing. And everything we do for you, we do it like we're doing it for ourselves. So our greatest concern is customer satisfaction.
There you go, folks. One more time, the phone number is
423-946-8432.
One of our great sponsors of the Tom Dillon Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. I believe in these guys. Travis Constable at TNS Home Improvements, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dillon Sports Show.
And back at the Tom Douglas Sports Show, let's run down some baseball for today. Let's see how the standings go starting this week. So we're heading down the home stretch, folks. We're not that far away from being done with the regular season. In the Big Four, Daniel Boone leads that conference. Science Hills in second in the 3A. Elizabeth and the Cyclones and the first-year coach Mike Warren again is 7-1. Tennessee High in second place is 6-2. And the Twin Lakes, Greenville on top at 7-0. Cherokee at 6-1. They're in second place. In 2A baseball, Chucky Doak number 1 at 9-1. West Green's number 2. They're at 6-2. In the single A Watauga Valley Conference, you got a logjam. North Green is at 6-0. University High is at 4-0. Then in the Division II Class Single A, the private schools, Providence Academy at 7-1 and CAK at 6-2. Who's playing where today in baseball? You look and see Hampton hosting Mitchell County, North Carolina. University High home to North Green. Volunteer Cherokee, Unaka today, hosting Cloudland. Unicoi County goes to Sullivan East. Science Hills at Dobbins Minute today. Daniel Boone at Westridge. Crockett at Tennessee High. Tri-Cities Christian at Johnson County. And Greenville at Granger. That's in baseball for today. Let's take a look at softball. Your softball standings go like this. In 4A in Tennessee, the Big Four, Science Hill at 6-1. Dobbins Minute in second place at 3-4 in the 3A conference. Crockett at 5-1, Unicoi County 5-1, Elizabeth at 2-2 in the league. You have the Twin Lakes Conference, Volunteer at 5-0, Granger softball in second place at 3-0, and this is all compliments to the Johnson City Press. In 2A, the Three Rivers Conference, South Green's Lady Rebels at 5-0, Hampton at 4-2 in second place. In single A, Watauga Valley Conference softball, Cloudland at 2-0, North Green and Unaka each at 1-0. So, of course, that's going to change today because I think today they play. Nope, that's baseball. Never mind. Scratch that. I was going to say Cloudland and Unaka play today, but they do. But it's baseball. And in the Division II Class A softball, you have Lakeway Christian at 2-0 and CAK at 1-1. That's your top two teams there right now in softball. Here's your softball schedule for today. Westridge and Daniel Boone. Crockett will be here in Elizabeth and Battle Lady Cyclones. Happy Valley at Cloudland. Science Hill at Sullivan East. Avery County and Happy Valley. Westridge hosting Tennessee High. South Green at Chucky Doak today. West Green softball University High. Unaka at North Green and Unicoi County hosting Lehigh, Virginia. That's your softball for this Monday, April the 14th. Then you have what we got going on in Southwest Virginia baseball today. Schedule is empty for today. Let's see what we got in softball. Softball, they play tomorrow as well. Soccer in Northeast Tennessee, you've got the soccer. Got any soccer going on today? No, it looks like everything's going to be tomorrow. Full slate tomorrow. We'll save that for tomorrow then. We'll talk soccer tomorrow. That's going to do it from here for today. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Our guest have been the owner, of course, Tammy Troutman from right here at the Eagle Center, who's an awesome young lady. We love working with her and working for her, in essence. Since she's one of my sponsors, we kind of do that, and we appreciate that. Let's see. Here is the verses of the day, by the way. I also want to say thanks to Joseph Taylor. Leslie Broccoli came by. We also, Kelly Kitchens from the Elizabeth and Parks and Rec came by. Did we get everybody? Tammy, Kelly, Sycamore Shoals, Leslie, and Joseph Taylor. So we got them all. So, and I'm now proud owner of a new lamp. So I'm probably going to be more than walk around here. Man, is there any one of those prayer plants that she bought? Oh, man, I love those prayer plants. Goodness. All right, verse today, we'll dedicate our broadcast to the man hung on the cross. Again, this is Easter week, folks. It's a big, big week for all of us because he died for all of us. John 3:16. Here's the verses of the day. Jeremiah 17:5-7 says, this is what the Lord says. Cursed is the one who trusts in man, who depends on flesh for his strength and whose heart turns away from the Lord. That's Jeremiah 17:5, but Jeremiah 17:7 says, but blessed is the man who believes in, trusts in, relies on the Lord, and whose hope and confidence is in him. Whew. If I had that little bell, bing, mine broke again. But that's what I would do. I'd ring that bell. Jeremiah 17:5-7 is the verses of the day today for the show. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. There you go. So now I go. That's pretty cool. Let me read this again so I can honk the horn. Cursed is the man who trusts in, cursed is the one who trusts in man, who depends on flesh for his strength and whose heart turns away from the Lord. Verse 7 says, but blessed is the man who believes in, trusts in, and relies in on the Lord, whose hope and confidence is in him. I like that. What a redneck. Only Tammy Trout would come up with that horn. I'm telling you. She is redneck. I pray for Tim Trout every day. And he loves it. He's a great man. And they're a great couple. But that's going to do it. We're going to come back and do tomorrow, show number 2267 tomorrow from Phil's Dream Pit, where they are selling, taking orders for the hickory smoked Easter hams. Did you guys get a ham or turkey? What'd you get? Turkey? Was it? The absolute best. Yeah. Well, the hams are the same way. So the hickory smoked hams, we'll be out there tomorrow promoting those. You'll pick them up on Saturday. I think tomorrow's the last day you can order them. To pre-order, you have them ready to go for the hickory smoked hams for Easter. So we'll be there tomorrow. Wednesday with Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton. Thursday we'll be at Lingerfield Drug Center, which is right down the street. And Friday I think we're going to show Friday. I'm being told most people are going to be gone to be out for Good Fridays. We may take Friday off too. We'll see. But right now we're going to be at Food City and Elizabethton. Out of time, we sincerely thank you yours. Back at it again tomorrow at 11 o'clock from Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star Exit Interstate 26. And Dylan will tell you, as always, bloom where you're planted and win or lose big is sport. And thanks for letting us come down and show you the Eagle Center, the antique store in downtown Elizabethton, which is an awesome place. 50 vendors, two floors, and again, they are loaded for bear. 3 or 4 vendors came in today bringing new stuff to put into their booths, so they're constantly upgrading. Well, I was there 2 weeks ago. I was there before Christmas. They change them almost on a daily basis. This place rocks. So see you back here tomorrow on the Tom Dillon Sports Show from Phil's Dream Pit. So long from the Eagle Center, the Elizabethton Antique Store here in downtown Elizabethton. We'll see you back here again tomorrow from Phil's Dream Pit. As we said, Eastern Star Exit of Interstate 26. We'll close up by simply saying, as always, bloom where you're planted and win or lose, big is sport. Thanks for watching show number 2266 from the Eagle Center.